We are live. Which, guess what I forgot to do? Change the episode number. We're live with episode 5 of Numenera, the Infinite City. It's been a couple weeks. We had people unavailable unexpectedly. We played Gloomhaven. It was fun. And now we're back. So, what did we miss? What happened?
Oh, there was a nor'easter, and I had to trudge through snow, and I was woefully unprepared.
Everyone's first time in snow is woefully unprepared. That's
Well, it's not my
always
first
the
time in
case.
snow. It's my first time having to walk home from work in the middle of it. So
Ew, that sucks. How far is work?
How long of a walk was
it's
it?
It's not like it was super far. It was just I'm just like hopping over walls of snow between like streets.
Mm-hmm.
How's the coastline down by you guys? Is it flooded in like Nantucket, or?
No, not really. Not that I've heard.
'Cause there were houses like first level of the house was like half full of water.
Oh
in
wow.
Nantucket.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. That's some hurricane stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the wind just pushing everything up onto the shore. It happened a couple of years ago down in New Jersey. It was real bad because the water came up and then froze, burst
Ooh.
every pipe.
Amazing. So cool. Humans
Brutal.
are not meant to live most of these places.
Or hubris. That's what this is. This is just hubris.
That's a mantra for anyone that lives like north of the Mason-Dixon line. Like, humans aren't supposed to be able to survive up here. We should never have done
Florida.
this.
People aren't supposed to live there either.
You include Florida in that list. No one should live in Florida.
Like, it's a swamp. The whole state is one big swamp that we have, like, pretended is real land.
Yeah, Florida is meant for the gators. That's what it's meant for.
I don't know what we thought with houses on it.
It's known for a magic kingdom run by a rat.
Oh, that actually this is an old Crusader Kings 2 mod that is like set in a post-apocalyptic future, but it's set in the Americas, and you can play as one of the descendants of Walt Disney who just rules over his kingdom in Florida.
Good. Oh, so amazing.
Great.
You could just start taking the mouse and taking over. God, that's great. Crusader mouse.
Crusader mouse.
That is pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
I like to escape real life when I play these games, so I don't think that's such a good idea.
Yeah, I feel like now that you've moved to the northeast, I'm the only person who is cold when it's 60 degrees now.
Yes. 60 degrees is nice weather now.
Yeah. I'm a soft California boy.
Yep. Everyone's excited for the Moon Knight trailer.
The Moon Knight trailer?
Yes, Moon Knight. There's going to be a Moon Knight show.
Oh, was that the
Dracula.
Bloodborne-esque weird trailer?
Yeah, it's Moon Knight. He's great.
He's
famous
literally
from the internet. Yeah, that's his whole character. He is
Crazy
bonkers.
Batman.
He's crazy Batman.
He has
But-
DID. Yeah.
but with like a god.
Yeah, like specifically the Egyptian moon god, I think.
Yeah, and he wears all white, and he just kicks the shit out of people, and Dracula owes him money, according to an internet meme.
What?
There's actually a panel that like is a bunch of those memes that I think is real, where Moon
The
Knight
panel's real, but the actual comment, "Where's my goddamn buddy, Dracula?" That's the meme part.
Yeah,
that was photoshopped in.
I think there is one where he's with Spider-Man. He's like, "Yo, I spaced out for a second. What's happening?" And Spider-Man goes, "Just punch you. I'm gonna punch in a second."
Yeah, another good Spider-Man cutout meme I saw recently. It's one where he's a crossover with Daredevil, and he didn't know Daredevil was blind. And Electro's like, "What's the color of my costume?" He's like, I don't know."
Yeah, it literally Daredevil at that point was yellow and red, which is like two things on Electro's costume.
This feels like it's Deadpool without being aware that he's insane or breaking any fourth walls.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah, but it depending on the writer, it gets a lot darker than that.
Okay.
That's something that always throws me about comic characters, is how wildly they can change. Like, writer to
Yeah.
writer. They look the same. They have the same costume, but like sometimes they're a giant asshole, and sometimes they're like a Boy Scout, and other times they don't know what's going on, and other times they're like super confident the whole time, and it's just, I guess.
Okay, where I'm trying to find a specific creature from one of the two books, but it has a very generalized name. Here we go.
The
So I
creature.
guess, speaking of Numenera, what happened multiple weeks ago?
I dove through a
Arachnophobia.
ceiling.
Yes,
That
you
is
dove through a
correct,
ceiling,
you
and we
did.
now have spiders.
We dove through a ceiling. We landed in goo room, where all the
Yeah,
goo
the
is
solid
solidified,
stone.
and
It's
now
rock
there's
goo.
spiders.
And then we went to go to the next
like
floor
metal
and triggered
spiders.
some spider
Oh,
webs.
it's
Yeah.
this, but for some reason, I think autocorrect changed it to a totally different word. That
Yeah,
makes more sense.
weren't the webs made out of like carbon
Metal.
fiber or something?
They're metal. No, it's
Oh,
just
it's-
metal.
Oh,
Okay,
metal.
It's metal. Metal, like,
You know, I really want to
razor
collect that
wire
metal
web.
spider web afterwards.
Is it like a
Sounds so
woven,
cool.
like braided cable?
I mean, how
It's
do you
razor
stick
wire.
to metal? Okay.
Oh, it's like barbed wire. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Is it
This is
like-
a different type of web
like
for you.
monofilament webbing.
Yeah.
At the risk of making this a much worse fight, does that count as like difficult terrain or anything?
Oh, much worse than difficult terrain if you try to go past it.
It's razor wire.
Yeah,
You know that scene from Entrapment where Spandex lady is dodging all of the laser beams to not trip the alarm? That, but you die.
Ugh.
Yeah, moving through it would be like moving through laser beams.
Walking,
Don't
it,
go
it
that
makes
way.
all walking afterwards difficult terrain due to lack of
Yeah.
feet.
But unlike the laser beams, they might be able to be removed because they're solid. Okay, no, this is
If we just
autocorrecting
throw
me.
a
Stop
rock at them?
autocorrecting me. There we go. That's
Well,
what
I
the
don't
issue
think
was. Kept
they're
changing
not-
the
it's not like
monster
a
to the word
trap.
concept. And I'm like, that's not
No.
it.
I mean, but if I throw a rock at a normal spider web, it's out of my way.
Right, but I think these are more tough than
They
that,
are.
right?
They are
Oh,
tougher.
But what's the? Are
If
they
you walk
like
into them,
bolting them?
you will break and they will not.
Are they welded to the wall? Like, what is the attachment method?
They are very difficult to see, so you don't yet know.
Do they like drill? Do they loop it around the support beams? Like, how
Were
does
they
it?
just around the door the trap door that we saw, or they throughout this room and we were just lucky enough not to hit them as we, went
See,
down?
because
They are
Because spider
primarily
webs are-
around the trapdoor, because that's where most people tend to come in.
What?
not through the ceiling.
Not by
It's like-
breaking the ceiling open and falling
Yeah.
60 feet. Yes.
But like normal spider webs are sticky.
Mhm.
And that's how they
Technically, these
stick
are
to the
too.
wall. Is it sticky
Well-
metal?
It's entirely possible that these things have rivet gun spinnerets. Like they just bolt the thing to the wall.
Or do they have a little furnace in their butt?
So they just weld it.
Honestly, they probably
It's
do.
an arc welder between the spinnerets. That's
If
what
they
it
have a
is.
furnace in their butt, that means we can melt the razor wire spider webs
With a spider.
I was gonna say
Grab the
with a
spider and
person
go,
who is literally on fire all the time.
Yeah, that also. Out of how big are said spiders? I know we have 3 of them, but
They're about the size
You know, like
Of,
this
like,
big.
Like a
a
dog.
large cat, medium-sized to smallish dog.
Mm.
They're not bigger than you, but they are
Pomeranian.
big enough to be a threat.
How
Are they
does
Pomeranian
hardness
or
interact?
corgi?
large enough to kick.
Yeah.
Yes,
Large enough to
they are
kick.
large enough
How
to
does-
kick.
How does
Pumpable
hardness
spider.
interact with cutting objects?
There were types of hardness, actually, so that depends on the type of hardness. What type of hardness
I
are
am
you
hard
referring to?
enough.
Ah,
That is my special power. I am always hard enough.
So basically, we send you to walk through the spider web.
so the answer would be yes, you are hard enough to do it, but not that you are hard enough to do it without getting injured.
So
So,
I guess as
should we begin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose.
I guess.
So I'm gonna need a speed test from each of you. The difficulty is level 3.
That's not bad.
I did not do it.
Mm.
I'm hard
Granted,
enough, but not fast enough.
Oh.
I
there we
wish
go.
that 19 was actually used for something.
Okay.
Do these speed tests actually matter for numbers, given the 1?
No, they don't.
Oh, good.
They, well, I'll check regarding the 1
I
and the
think I did
19.
something with the
You-
20, but I'm not sure.
19, yeah, 19 is only for attacks. I think, yes, we talked about this before because we had this during the strange bee-like swarms that came out of the body. I think we also had a 1, and it was bad.
I think we had a 20 and got
It
an
was
extra
good.
action out of it.
That's what happened. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll be at a 1.
Oh, I have a new
Killian
ability.
and Horatius are at a 2, and Indigo is at a 0. So I think. Do we remember who was the one to trigger?
I think it
Well,
was the shark.
Shark.
It was obviously the shark.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm
Now
gonna
that
jump through the
no.
floor again," and we went, "Do you want to just try the trap door so you don't fall like 60 feet again?"
I had a
Okay.
plan. I had a plan for the falling.
Okay. So Indigo, I think on a 1 with this, you. Oh, that was. Yeah, I think what happens is, as combat starts, the spider-like creatures shoot out more monofilament steel cables around you,
Great. Cool.
surrounding you in them,
Hmm.
and you are going to have a very difficult time moving. Not because they're trapping you.
Can I Hulk my way out? Is that a thing?
Well, they're not
defense?
trapping you or wrapping around you, but they are sort of like it's like you're suddenly surrounded with a laser field of metal.
Oh, so I am super trapped. Cool. Great. Fun.
What you could do is, if it's still attached to their butts, grab them and pull them into
Spin
you.
them around.
Yeah, make little spider nunchucks.
Horatius, Az, and Killian, you 3 can go. I
Are they
will
in
place the spiders
short
now.
or immediate?
Hold on. I need a.
Yeah.
I need a spider token.
Please don't.
That's fair. I will find a arachnophobic friendly.
I don't have arachnophobia. I just don't like spiders.
That's fair.
I
Hold
think
on.
what that means.
Cute.
Ugh.
I mean, there is a spider in my house.
Oh, perfect.
It's like
This is not
this
arachnophobic
big.
friendly, but it is
Accurate.
blue, which is close enough to metal that I
Is it?
accepted.
Is it why?
This shade of blue is, if it let me.
Is it powder coated?
It's
There it is.
blued
Hi.
steel.
Aww.
Oh, they're long range. Cool.
So I've just placed them there, so I haven't set the range.
Am I here?
You are there, and they were hiding, so they are actually. One is here, one is here. How many were there?
I think you said 3. I don't remember.
I believe it was 3. I'm checking if I rolled
Yeah, it was
or if
3.
I stated. I think it was just flat 3. Yeah. Okay. And one is from behind.
Oh, good.
Where's the trap door? Is that also near me?
The trapdoor is right here. I will place a trapdoor token because I'll do that with everything. But it'll take me a bit. But yes, it's basically there.
I guess the real question I have with webs is, can we get close to the shark without just taking random damage?
So you can still try to dismantle or otherwise try to destroy the webs. That is a thing you can try to do. But now that you see them, they are kind of surrounding him.
Everything not in immediate range is webbed up.
All right. So if I made is this considered a trap since it's basically tripwire type, stuff? Or
For what purposes? Because to me,
I have a skill for traps, like I can disarm them and things.
Yes, I would say disarming. The skill for disarming traps would work here for cutting wires. Would be
Okay.
similar to this.
I mean, that can be my action. If you want, I can start disassembling the webbing.
Myself out, but I think we should start on the spiders.
Hmm.
See, I'm just worried about getting to the spiders. My first action is likely going to be turn on flame and move, because I can't do much, and I'd rather have that flame on. But I wanted to get in their faces, but if I can't get to you, that's a little worrying.
I'm just gonna fuck with the spider behind us.
Okay.
Yay! Action of people who know what they're doing. Go ahead.
Yeah. I go, pew pew. I hurt myself today and send blood magic at the spider behind
All
us.
right. Perfect.
You start crying tears, and then they're filled with blood. And then
Exactly.
you shoot them at the spider.
Hmm.
Such a healthy character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, he's a really nice guy. He's just insane.
It
Yeah,
is.
he uses blood magic.
Yeah.
It
The magic
is
of good guys.
difficulty 3, as I've previously said.
Okay. Let's see here. I have a skill in my onslaught ability, so that makes it 2. I got a 19.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh.
What do again?
On it.
Age 110, I think.
Okay. Let's quickly.
I know I saved that cheat sheet, so it might be on there too.
Here we are.
Oh, there's roll.
Oh, here we go. It's a minor effect, right?
Yes.
Special rolls 19. If the roll was an attack, it does 3 additional points of damage. If
I think this is a type of attack, isn't it?
Yes.
Perfect.
So
Kill
it
a
deals.
spider.
What's your normal damage?
Normal damage is 4.
Okay.
You would be able to subtract armor, so 4 plus 3.
So 7 damage. Okay, yeah. No, you hit the spider with... So it's just like an icicle of blood, or what does it look like?
I think I described it before. Like if he has any wounds on him, or like if he doesn't, it just comes out of his pores
Mm-hmm.
because metal. Yeah, and it just like it shoots blood, like either icicles or like they're just so thin they're like blood spears, but not
Okay.
frozen.
Blood bullets.
Blood bullets.
Yep.
There's a show where this is a thing.
It's probably an anime.
Of course it's an
It
anime.
is it's Dead Man Wonderland, and they're in like a weird combat amusement park.
Okay, yeah, no, you hit the spider, and there are several now bloody red holes in it. But it's still up and moving.
Does it look like it had armor or?
It either is made of metal or is covered in metal. So yes, it definitely has armor.
Okay.
It is in fact armor.
Yeah.
It's made of. You could probably rip the carapace off and wear it as armor.
Okay.
That's for Killian.
Gracious went. Killian, you said you were going to try and disarm some of and like remove some of the wiring. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
What am I looking at for challenge rating on that?
These are exceptionally dangerous wires. The difficulty level is 6.
Okay, well, I can bring that down to a 4 with what I've got, because I've got the skill and I've got light tools.
Okay.
And given that, is it a speed or intellect? Since it's very dangerous and everything else.
Yeah, this will be a speed test. This is a lot about trying. A lot of your light tools themselves can actually be damaged even by the wire, even other metals. So a lot of it is trying to apply enough force to break it without applying so much that it would break your tools.
Fair enough. Well, I don't have much else, so let's just see what happens. Nope.
Okay. Nope. I think
Wire cutters just break.
no, that wouldn't happen on a failure in this type of game. But I am willing to offer an intrusion to you, Zen, as part of this, in addition, like an optional intrusion in addition to the failure, which is nothing happens and the wires are not disabled. And that is, in trying to disable the wires, your light tools are ruined.
That's tough. That's experience, but that's...
I
I
will
like
also,
that.
I will say, I just took the hedge magic thing that I can repair things.
Okay, then sure. We'll do that. I'll take the experience, I'll mark off the light tools, and I'll throw the XP at the person who might be able to fix them.
Yay.
All right.
I lied. I'm just kidding.
It's all a big scam.
Your protective magic doesn't work when you're unconscious, just remember that. I make poisons. Basically for free now.
Yeah.
As, what do you do?
I will move over here on this side of the spider, hopefully away from the trap webs,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
just turn on the fire.
Okay. You are now on fire. In response to you being on fire, the spiders will act. This one here will bite at you as. How do you defend yourself? It lunges towards you with razor sharp metal fangs. Pincers.
Shield up, duck to the sides, preferably the one where there are less wires.
Makes sense. Okay, give me a speed defense roll. Level 3.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. You are able...
And for attacking me, it takes fire damage.
It does. How much? 2, I believe?
Yes. 2 points of automatic damage.
Perfect. And the one next to you...
Surely.
Oh, why did I name one Indigo? Hold on a second.
You...
That was not intentional.
May I use my ability, the thing that I just picked up?
Oh?
It's something called Misdirect. Essentially, if something attacks me and misses, I can instead have it attack a nearby other enemy. And it basically makes an attack roll to attack it instead.
I don't think it's close enough to the other spider.
It
however,
says whenever it's in immediate range.
It's not in immediate range with the other spider because there's a whole shark in between it. But you could probably redirect it to attack and bite some of the webbing that's around. Do you want to do that?
Would that actually take out the webbing? Because I think the intent is to take out the thing it's attacking.
Well,
if
it
for
would
you
hurt
to
us
discover.
if we touched it, maybe it would hurt the spider.
Yeah?
I mean, odds are sort of against that, being that it created the webbing and it knows how to deal with it, but who knows?
It is, but hey, it's a new thing and I want to try it out. So yeah, sure, I'll try and redirect it to attack the...
Okay. Yeah, because you can redirect it to attack the webbing that is next to and still trapping in Finley.
Yeah.
Undoing that if it works.
And that is precisely what I would like to do.
Perfect.
Yes. I'm just looking at the rule itself so I can read it out and we can make sure we're doing this right.
Okay.
First tier glaive, misdirect. When an opponent misses you, here, let's just put this in chat. Because learning new things is always so much fun.
Yep. Oh, that... Okay. Do you want to read it anyways?
When an opponent misses you, you can redirect their attack to another target, a creature or object of your choosing that is within immediate range of you. Make an unmodified attack roll against the new target. Do not use any of your or the opponent's modifiers on the attack roll, but you can apply effort for accuracy. If the attack hits, the target takes damage from your opponent's attack.
So I think you are the one who's making it based on this. Then you are making the attack roll
And it's just a straight roll.
to see if you can redirect the spider's mandibles. That's the word, towards the wires.
So if it's just a straight roll, what is the target number?
The target number will be based on, in this case,
The webs.
yeah, the webs. Yep. It would be to disable them. It was a 6, but in this case, to hit them with the redirect, I would call it a 2.
Yeah, sure. That seems quite reasonable. Okay. I will use that misdirect. Use one thing because I have 2 effort there, and let's give this a roll. A flat 2.
Okay.
And I can't get it.
Okay. But yeah, no, that's.
You judo flip it, but it lands on the
It
webs.
lands on the web. It grabs the web with its mandibles and doesn't.
It does this awesome, just landing cat feet first.
Exactly.
It's like a WWE move.
Well, you see, yeah, it's like spider legs flip upside down to catch itself.
How does an 8-legged creature do a 3-point landing?
Very carefully.
Yep.
It's still really bad on the knees, though.
Yep. Who's the T here?
T.
There's a letter T.
I don't see a T.
Oh, no one else sees it.
There's a
I have
K
my-
and an H.
I can't select it either.
H.
Is it in the GM overlay? Why is there a T in the GM overlay? Okay, I'm deleting it. There we go.
He forgot about the secret monster he created.
Oh, that probably was Thump. That was probably Thump. Poor
Thump.
Thump?
What from before he died?
Oh, the
Thunk.
crow.
Yeah, the crow.
That was probably
Oh,
The
Thump.
right.
bird that we sacrificed to
The
ghost
bird that
bees.
we lied to.
Yep. This spider moves in close to both of you, but doesn't. That is its action. This spider is going to attack a trapped shark person, Finley.
I'm
You're gonna
too
be
strong
attacked.
for that.
Yep. You don't have to move to defend yourself because you're
Nope.
shark skin.
I'm so tough. What am I
Yep.
rolling?
You are trying to defend yourself with might, trying to block it, basically.
I'm not blocking it. I'm just being there and being tougher than the spider.
Okay. Might defense.
Shimmering
level 3.
muscles, activate.
You mean roll 1 because I am so good at being strong.
So good at being strong. Yep. And you are able to the mandibles of the spider are not able to pierce your shark-like skin.
Nope.
But you can see it's sort of dancing, maneuvering around the wires. They don't seem to give them any trouble. The spiders are treating these like ordinary webs. They are able to climb and walk along them, as if for them they were sticky.
Yeah.
That's their turn. Finley, what do you do?
I would like to karate chop the webs in front of me.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna need a destroy object roll.
Yes. My amazing skill break stuff.
Yeah. Oh. That's... Can you please... You're gonna have to... This isn't a... I don't actually think this is a question of whether or not you break it. This is a question of whether or not you hurt yourself while breaking it. So I'd say you break it. Please make a might defense roll level 6.
How many points is it to use edge or effort?
It is normally 3
first.
points.
Can't spend that. Okay, rolling for 4. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm so tough, so
perfect.
strong.
Yep. So while the razor wires, their wounds, while you see some marks, they're just surface deep cuts. They don't actually deal any real damage. And you are able to cut the razor wires and karate chop them. Which one were you? Which bunch of them were you doing actually? The ones back to the rest of the group, or the ones to the trapdoor?
Oh, that's a good question. We're gonna start with the ones to the... We're gonna go for the ones to the trap door.
Okay.
I have
Perfect.
to karate chop the rest next turn.
Excellent. Horatius, what do you do? Or not Horatius, could be any of you. Horatius as Killian.
How comfortable are you with that spider, or should I do something about it?
I have a shield, and if it attacks Killian, I could get down Mr. President and Killian. So,
I have a shotgun.
oh, do you want to shoot it first, or
No, you go first.
okay? Does my onslaught have like disadvantage for being close or no?
It is a ranged attack, I think. Let's double check. But
It
I
just
think it is.
says you attack a foe using energies that assail either their physical form or their mind. Either case, you must be able to see your target. The attack is physical. You emit a short-range ray of force that inflicts 4 points of damage. If the attack is mental, you
I would
focus your mental
say
energy.
the physical version has disadvantage up close.
Okay.
Because it is still like
so-
a ranged attack that you're propelling, short range ray of force.
Normally, ranged attacks actually are eased up close, which is something.
Oh right, what was
Oh.
I thought there was a downside.
Ranged attacks were ease up close and then just far away because it's like you're shooting something at point blank range. I have no idea what that does about onslaught though.
If it counts as a ranged attack, it'd be easier. Cool.
Why would you not just carry a gun? Guns
Yeah.
seem to
I
be the
know.
best
Because you still would
weapon
have to
in
get
this game.
close to the thing to shoot it.
But they're both a melee and a ranged weapon. Guns are the superior weapon.
I think
The
reloading
only
is
thing
what
is
the problem.
reloading, which
Oh, which I don't have a problem with.
It was
my
also the
onslaught.
speed versus might thing.
Yeah.
Either way, yes, I will stick with what I said. It is
Okay.
easier
So
up close.
normally it's a 3, but I have the specialty at onslaught, and then it's easier, so it's 1.
Yep.
Pew!
Nice.
Aha! I did it.
Okay.
4 damage.
All right. Perfect. You deal another spattering. You see this creature is weakened even further. There are many holes in it. You do see what appear to be a silvery red substance leaking from the holes.
Blood?
I mean, you shot blood into them, so it's hard to tell if it's your blood.
Yeah.
or their blood.
Is it my blood or their blood? I don't know.
Yep.
goat's blood.
Okay. Az and Killian.
I guess I'll just take a shot at this thing.
Okay. That is
Um,
also eased.
Okay. So what are we looking at for that? Sorry.
Difficulty 3 normally, down to 2 because of the ease.
Okay. I'll just roll it then.
Okay.
Bam.
You hit. And
That is 4 damage.
perfect. And with that, you blow a hole in this creature's metallic head. And it is clear that the blood is not just the blood that Horatius shot inside of it. There is some kind of blood that these creatures have as it dies. Oh, that's a giant X.
Yeah, teamwork, yeah.
That looks like that's Horatius'
Jumping
skull
high
and crossbows. There we go. Az, what do you
Much
do?
more, much less
there-
threatening that size.
Is there any particular smell coming from that fluid that we're picking up?
I think it's too early to tell. Not. I guess that's.
On your turn, you can make
The answer is
roll to
probably.
waft.
The answer is there is probably some kind of smell. You can't blow something's head off without there being some kind of smell.
I was
You
wondering.
just got to
if it
get
looked
past the
like-
gunpowder smell.
if it smelled like motor oil and
Mhm.
you know, coolant, or like coppery, or you know.
Okay. Az?
Well, if they're not hindered by the webs, but I am, I'm going to use my thing to kind of move around to the other side of the spider, which I think would still be a short move. Because it's lovely trying to figure
Yes,
out these
I would say
bands.
so.
And I will try and swat that thing down.
Okay. Gonna punch it?
Yes.
Difficulty 3.
All right. Yay!
All right, how much damage do you deal?
5.
There we go.
Yeah.
You punch.
Forgot about your hammering fists.
Yep.
Like, down on the ground.
Yep.
It's very useful. Get off those webs.
You can feel that the armored shell of these creatures is just a shell, and that it is a very, very hard metal, but not very thick.
They're like
Someone
little
put
Cadbury eggs.
armor on spiders. Who would do that?
Also, someone made them shoot metal webs.
See, that makes sense. I don't know, though. Like, I can just imagine. It's like making pretty clothing for your dolls.
Spider
It's,
bites you
"Ooh,
back."
Spiders! Let's make armor for them.
Spider bites you back. You raise your shield again?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Shield and dodge.
Goddamn Tony Stark got to be powering up every spider he sees.
Listen, I was gonna say this is more like
Alright.
a Superior Spider-Man thing.
I couldn't
That-
remember if it was
Spider-Man's
Tony
best.
Parker or Peter Stark that was the Iron Spider.
Are you redirecting it again?
Redirecting at the webs between us and that?
Yes.
You sure I can't redirect it at the other spider?
Yes, because you had to move to get to this spider.
Fine. Okay, yeah, I don't want to heal. No, I'm not. All right.
Okay. The last remaining spider, having switched places, it seems, in roll, will continue to lunge at the shark. Actually, no, this is his first lunge at the shark. Finley,
Yep.
you turn around and you see that the other spider behind you is
I don't
lunging
turn
at you.
around.
Venom dripping from its
on.
metallic fangs.
I
You
don't-
just
I
let
don't
it
turn around.
break its mandibles against your back.
Yep.
The shark's been poor and harmless.
Yeah,
Is
I
he
don't
going
turn
to attack
around.
the fire person? who's
Please
been
make it-
hitting
Difficulty downgraded to 1 might defense.
Yes, I don't even pay it any attention. I don't notice the spider.
It is on your back. But
Piece
that
of
is it.
paper. Somebody threw a piece of paper on top of me.
And Finley, you're just turning around and karate chopping the.
Yeah, the other set of webs.
All right. Perfect. Like I said before, you break it. Please make a might defense roll.
Yep.
And the level was originally 6. It looks like your previous roll, it ended up being downgraded to a 4.
Yep. That's what the 0 successes was.
Okay. So this razor wire, a single one normally does 4 damage.
Yep.
You karate chopped through a few of them.
Yep.
You take 8 damage.
Armor? I get armor.
You do
right?
get armor.
I
Yes.
get 2 armor because I have lube on me, and I'm tough. So I take 6 damage as I karate chop through this
Yep.
one.
But now all the webs are gone.
I have 4 health left.
Oh my god.
4 wait, 4 health? That is that
4
4
might.
points between
Yeah.
all 3 of them, or
No, 4 might.
okay.
Okay. Horatius as Killian.
Okay, I'm arguing here now. He was on the back. He's turned around. Are the spiders in immediate range of each other?
At this point, yes.
Oh, thank you. I want to
He's
attack the spider on
Basically,
his
like,
back
here.
and get off.
Okay, you're attacking the other spider then?
Yes, because I will get both of them paying attention to me.
Okay.
And, if anyone else decides to shoot them shooting the shark is probably not the greatest idea.
Yes. All right. Oh, also the other spider who attacked you should have taken 2 damage. There we go. Okay, you're gonna punch. So you're gonna punch. Let's hope if you miss, You might hit Finley's back, just as a heads up, because it is
That's
on Finley's back.
that's fine.
Sure,
It's
it
not gonna
won't
do
come to
anything.
that. I won't kill Finley.
Somebody get a pot and some boiling water going. We're making soup.
Okay.
And apparently I won't.
You did not hit Finley. There is a.
Like, I'm fine with spiders when they're at ground level. They're not supposed to be at the side, at your head, down.
Perfect. Now, these things are hard to put down because they're, for some reason, a bit tough, but you do hear a bit of a crunching sound. There's a dent in this thing's body from where you punched it. But it's still up.
All right,
They both are.
that's fine. They can skid around my feet
Horatius,
all they want.
you're going to pick one? Who are you going to attack?
I'm gonna pick the one that is most damaged, which I think is the one that was just punched.
That
I think they're equal,
is
actually.
hard to tell. But they have
They've
been
both
both
taken
a
attacked pretty
punch,
equal.
and they've both attacked me once.
I will hit the one that was just punched.
Okay, so you tell Finley to turn around so you can target him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the ground.
Okay, yeah. It
Oh,
would have been
okay.
punched to the ground.
Pick up your feet so I can. As blood's coming out of me.
Yeah,
Please, could you, maybe like shuffle and throw?
like screaming blood orb.
Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty 3?
Down to 2.
You
Yeah, I hit
again.
it for 4
It's
damage.
been 100% success so far, except for the damage, but it's fine. 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hit the spider. There's more now. Yeah, no, this thing is very seriously injured. They both are, but they are quite heavily armored, so they're taking your hits more than you'd expect. Killian.
Are the webs under tension? Like, if they broke, do they spring?
Not enough to spring. They are under some tension to stay straight, but not, unfortunately, a dangerous amount. It seems that most of the sharpness is inherent in the wire itself, like the monofilament aspect of it.
Okay, so it's not like I could blast a mess of them and have them like tangle up a spider.
No, sadly, most of the webs
also
around here have been karate chopped.
Can we think of any other ways to incapacitate but keep a spider alive?
Not with
You
the
wanna
tools I have.
interrogate the spider?
Or other ones you don't?
Listen, I'm good at making the blood come on the outside. I'm not so good making the blood stay on the inside.
Yeah, we play into type around here.
Yeah.
I will just take another shot at probably not whatever one has a clean shot, because I don't want to. I want to minimize.
All right. Technically, that is the
damage.
better of the 2 clean shots. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's a
Alright.
shotgun. It's not a precision instrument.
Mm-hmm. Difficulty 3.
Okay, that's 3. I have nothing to drop that with, do I? Nope. Okay. Yeah.
Hey.
Perfect. And
4 damage.
4 damage. Perfect. Then with that spider also falls, and apparently shrinks.
That's just a
As
big
did you go? I don't
image.
think you did.
I did go.
You
Yep.
did go? Okay.
As went first. Of
Yeah,
ours,
I was mixing
of
them up.
us
I thought
three,
it was
yeah.
last round. Okay, the last surviving spider will.
The one I just punched.
Yeah, it's gonna try and punch you.
Spider punch.
It lunges towards you
Spider-Fetus.
as.
8 legs.
Yeah.
Because I'm having fun, I'm going to duck and roll underneath it
Okay.
while raising the shield, because I
'Cause-
have to mention the shield to get the extra.
Mhm.
Okay.
Using my shield as a toboggan, I slide under the spider.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like a somersault.
Is that why Legolas slid down the stairs on his shield so that he'd get that extra defense
Stupid.
bonus?
Yes.
It wasn't even his shield. It was just a shield.
That's true. You're right. He took an orc shield, I think. And the
They
spider
tried to hit me, so do
dies
damage.
from hitting you.
Or not hitting me, rather. But
Yes, dies from trying to hit you. As it gets cooked in its spider-shaped oven roast pan.
Yeah.
Anyone want lunch?
No, but at the end of the battle, I start steaming and anime heal myself.
You just start regenerating.
Yes. As I use my one action recovery to get some might points back.
Nice.
I'm not going to.
Good.
I will because I have a lot of brain damage still.
I'm just gonna
Let
reload
me
my
just
shotgun because that was
rest from my brain damage and be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I got 3 points back.
Is there supposed to be a bonus to that?
No.
It should be 1d6
Okay.
plus 1.
Why would it be +1?
Because you're tier 1, it's
Oh.
1d6 plus 1.
yeah, unless something brings it down in one of your abilities, because that's possible.
I don't think so.
Yeah, if you look under recovery rolls, if you pump that, it'll just auto-include the bonus when you roll it.
Yeah, I clicked the recovery roll 1d6
No, the
plus
box
whatever.
under it. The yellow box under it, if you put a 1 in it, it'll just
Oh.
auto-include it in the future, so it's easier to keep
Got
track.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So, all is quiet now.
Do we want to see what these are and maybe I don't know, maybe Killian can do
You want
something?
spider legs?
Or is this I like very gingerly just like tap my finger in like the blood, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. You want to find out what is up with these things?
Yeah, is it like poison? I assume it's poison. But like what do?
Okay.
It would be venom, actually.
It would be
Yeah.
venom, unless it's poison.
Potato,
You just
potato.
don't want to eat it.
Well, poison is if you eat it, it hurts
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, in that case, let's make a roll to find out what is up with these creatures. Who has the best skills for that? And I guess my question is, how are you trying to find out? Are you just like reading it? Or are you just like dissecting these things?
We attempt to
yeah,
boil one.
I can
There's one already
quarter
steamed.
one and take a look
I'll
inside.
idly pick the legs off the steam spider, because that sounds fun.
I think if we go the dissection route, I will just hand you my book if we need the book.
The book
Mhm.
cannot hurt.
Oh, it might also be in my Scout's Guide to Survive this Hellhole.
Right, you did get that. Yes. These would be actually, yes. They will help.
Cool.
This book is likely to contain information about them. Okay.
Okay. So if we want to do that, I have performing surgery. Does perception help here?
No.
Okay.
Perception would help in a necropsy.
I don't think it would. In this case, not that the performing surgery part wouldn't already cover.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
less I
fair
think
enough.
that we need to catch something and more we need to understand what we're looking at.
Yeah. So with that, and the book is worth 2. Sorry, it's been a bit.
I think it's just an
It's just
asset.
worth. It's
right?
one. It's
One
one
asset.
level of difficulty.
Okay.
It is one asset.
If
You
you
need a
want both
second
books,
asset, I'm quite happy to, hold the spider corpse as you dissect it.
Yeah. Here, take these legs and this brain, and
Yep. Okay. It
Fire
is
nurse.
normally going to be difficulty 4.
4.
Yeah.
So down to 2.
down to 1 because of your surgery, right?
No. Yes.
Okay. And yeah, down to difficulty 1 to understand these creatures.
Yay! By the skin of my
Oof.
ass, I know what it is.
Yep.
I was really debating whether or not to spend the intellect to just make it free.
These creatures are known as, perfectly enough, steel spiders. They
Creative
are
naming.
yes, they are living organic creatures inside a metal shell, but their body parts, as you can see, are, or I guess, a lot of the body parts that are part of their carapace have been replaced with organic or with metallic and robotic alternatives. Their mandibles are purely robotic. They do still inject venom, but that's still an entirely automated process now when they bite someone. Their legs, at the end of each leg, is a small pincer-esque claw that is made in such a way that that is what allows them to grab onto and maneuver the wires. Each of their 8 legs has that. And the web shooter itself is also a machine. But inside of all of that is the basis of a creature that looks like an extra large spider with industrial change, but the rest of
Do
it
they
inside.
molt and build new electronics, or are they stuck at this size?
Well, do they procreate or are they created? I think.
Yes. Good
It's a
question.
bigger-
It's hard to tell. A lot of the information doesn't really deal that you can find in the book and stuff doesn't concern itself with the life cycle of these creatures. But from what you can find, it looks like um, the best. And this you don't know exactly how it works, but you don't see any signs of ill fitting on this. Um, it is either, and I don't think you can tell, that these creatures basically become full grown and then somehow get these robotic components added to their bodies. That might have been what happened to them. Um, the other possibility, knowing how weird everything else has been, is it's possible that somehow the metal shells grow with them.
I would like to hypothesize somewhere there is a mad scientist spider who is creating these.
Mm.
I want to look around and make sure we have no
Like a
ink sacs
spider with
hanging
like
around the corners of the
18
room.
monocles or something.
Mm-hmm. The iron spider.
The iron spider.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what might be cool, Killian, is if you like the little like web shooty parts, right? If you attach them to your wrists, you could like maybe use like this or like this or like
Careful there, careful. Copyright, careful. Just
Oh,
take
okay.
a step back there.
Um,
Don't want the mouse on us now.
can I try?
The
Can I
mouse
try
is
to
feared.
salvage? I don't know, 100
wires?
feet of this razor wire.
Yeah, if you take one of the machines and basically just keep like holding the equivalent of a button to shoot it out, it'll there's a
Can I just take
gland.
a butt and use it as a
As like razor wire silly string.
I was just
It's
thinking getting like
incredibly
a.
dangerous. It's
I was
like
thinking
having a
getting like a.
rope made of purely knives.
I was thinking
I
getting
really
like.
want to do that, and they'll
Yeah,
set
it's-
it up with the gravity
I was
changer.
thinking getting like a pipe or something and just wrapping
It will
wire around it that
Okay.
was on the ground and having a length
About
of the
that.
razor wire.
With the information you've gotten, let me just say how sharp these are and how lucky you are to have gotten off with as little damage you did. They will cut iron like
Sick.
paper.
I want a bunch of it.
So a pipe will be cut by the wire.
What about the stone? We broke a little bit of it off.
The
When we were
stone
testing
will
when it
not be
was-
that easily cut. It will cut into the stone, but it will not cut through it. Maybe eventually.
I was
It
just
will
thinking
cut
of
through
using it as like a something to spool it around.
So what you need is a piece of rebar in a chunk of concrete that has the wire wrapped around the concrete.
That is.
How are we going to unwrap it, though? Though I'm like this idea.
You get a nail and you lay out the razor wire carefully and you put the nail in. And then it's the tension on the flat side of the razor wire that keeps it in place as you unspool it.
You know, I'm definitely down for this.
Gillian, can I saw you like tried to ding 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 and then your like tools broke. Can I can maybe fix them.
Fair enough. And I'll hand them over.
Okay. It'll take you some time to fix them, even with your thing, because basically the majority of the tools are broken, and each one was a separate cast. It'll just take
Okay.
take a few minutes.
Yeah. Here, I'll just post that. Makes it super useful. So now you could technically, Indigo, break the razor wire into smaller pieces, and then I could fix it. So you could break it to like wrap it around, and then I could fix it and like fuse it in place.
I don't think it needs to be broken to be wrapped around, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No. It just makes me feel more useful.
Okay, so are you going to try and like find something to wrap it around, or just keep?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, or just make a big ball of it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, we
I just
have
want
the
a bunch of
butts.
razor wire.
I mean,
Right.
if we pulled the piece that's in the spider that distributes this stuff out, does it then is it whip like? Like, can you just pull that out and make a whip with it?
I think
You
that's
would
even
need
more
something weighted
dangerous.
at the end to act
Hmm.
as a whip, because it's way too light to whip like a normal whip.
How
But-
sturdy is a glow globe?
Um,
Could work.
about
How
birch?
sturdy is a glow globe? Probably not that sturdy, because they're like like light bulbs.
Can I get one of? Is there a sphere of some kind on the spider, and I can cut it in half and make a yo-yo
They do have
With-
eyes.
Yeah.
They have many
With-
eyes.
with the razor wire as the string? I just want a bunch of razor wire. What do I have to roll?
Do we have a craft skill?
I have a salvaging skill.
Perfect. Okay.
Salvage the butts.
Yep. I think this will be difficulty 4, because I think one of these solutions can work. It's just
Okay.
about pulling it off carefully.
Butt
Okay.
salvage.
You have
I rolled
successfully
difficulty
gotten
3 because I have the skill.
a spool of razor wire.
Yeah, spool of razor wire.
Be very careful handling it. There is, yeah, it if you are at its most careful, it is like touching all points of it is a freshly sharpened knife.
I'm gonna put sharp next to it.
Yeah.
I so look forward to creating some sort of spider web and then just
How
changing the
many
gravity on
feet?
people.
Do I care about feet or just put spool?
I'd say just put spool for now.
Okay.
While this is going on, I'm gonna craft some poison.
From the venom.
Use the spider blood.
No, I can, but I have create deadly poison as just a
Just
thing I can
as
do.
you have it. Okay.
Doesn't it though go
I
bad?
use the spider
Or
blood
is
for
it-
thematic reasons.
It goes bad after I apply it to the weapon, which is an action.
Okay. While everyone's doing this, I'll help a little bit with the
Oh,
razor wire, but basically I'm gonna just check the room to again.
let
Are there
me.
more of them? XX.
Their
else is hiding?
venom, quote unquote, is more metal, and they just inject metallic strands into you that tear
Jesus Christ.
that tear your muscles and tendons apart. That's what their venom is.
horrifying.
Amazing! I am so glad I was never bitten.
I'm so glad I'm stronger than a spider.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All right,
that is
fuck this. We're
literally
going home.
Into the
Well,
spider hole?
is that where
My
they
question
came
is,
from?
did they come through from there, or were they in this room waiting for somebody else to come through from there?
The trap door is still closed.
I'm gonna open.
Well, when
Yeah,
when
they
they came
were
out,
in the
did they
room.
come through the trap door, or were they just hidden around the room?
They were hidden around this part of the room.
And I assume when
okay.
I was looking, I didn't see anything else in the corners, or
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, let's open the trap door.
Okay.
Do we want to danger and trap sense the trap door?
We
It is
can
a
open
trap
it.
door.
I would like to open the trap door.
I would like to stand back.
I would like
Yep.
to be within short range of Finley, please.
Yeah, I'll stick with the short range.
Okay. You open the door, the trap door, and the first thing you notice is this noise echoing up from below. It's this what would I call it? It sounds like a high-pitched animal's cry of some kind. It's hard to tell as it, yeah, it sounds like a distant cry of some kind of creature.
Does it
when you
sound like
open
a
the door, it
bird
sounds like it was
nearly
already
stung to death by bees?
No. When you open the trapdoor, it sounds like it was already partway, like this noise was partway happening, and then after a few seconds, it fades out.
So, is it
How far
actually an
below?
animal? Because I understand animals.
You understand animals? Okay.
Yeah, with like comprehension.
Whether or if it was an animal, you are too far away to tell right now what it's saying.
How
Okay.
far below is it? Is it like
It sounds like
we open to a
distant and
stairwell
very
and probably...
echoey.
Is there a
So we
ladder?
Looking
probably
down,
should
yes,
know.
there is a ladder, and it's going
Busted.
down.
Is there light in the hole, or is it just dark?
It's just
I
dark.
step forward.
This whole room was dark except for the
Glow globe down the hole.
Okay, perfect. The hole and ladder go down and down for 20 feet, and then there's a. I don't think glow globes are that tough, but are they meant to be tossed? Let me see if the book says.
They hover.
They hover.
believe.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it like stops and hovers, a foot above the floor, and yeah, the ladder goes down for about 20 feet. You can see. It's hard to tell exactly what's down there, but there is obviously some sort of more down there, probably open for the noise to come through. And
So the top 6 floors of this building is one room, and then the next 2 are another giant room.
I guess it's hard to see what it is. I'll describe it when you see it. The
HR
noise
Geiger
repeats
built this place.
itself.
Ready to go down and to face the noise?
Does having a skill with climbing mean I can get down there more quickly?
It's a
bring
ladder,
up the
so
rear.
technically yes if you're racing.
I
How
want to.
big is the room? Like, how big is the
The ladder is
Like-
like single file ladder.
well
the
the area?
the room itself is, yeah, I guess it is pretty lit up here. It looks like it's a hallway that you're in, a large and wide hallway. You can probably probably about 10-15 feet across. It leads towards what you see as two. It looks like you're in between two other large rooms. Once you go down there, one is, I guess I would just describe it as you go down because there's nothing stopping in this case. As you go down, you see two large rooms. One is straight ahead, and one is on the right. The door to the one on the right is ajar, and you can hear the noise. Oh, my mistake. The door from the one straight ahead is ajar. That's where you hear the noise from. The door to the one on the right is closed, and you see a old sign on it in the old tongue. Killian. You understand it to say library.
Cool. I want to.
The other
Power
one in
slide
front of
down
you is
the-
not labeled.
Power slide down the ladder.
Okay.
Just grab both sides and slide, and not so much worry about the rugs.
Perfect.
I want to be
One-
on the floor before anything goes wrong.
Once I hear feet touch the ground, I'll glide down on my wings.
I will
Perfect.
go last, making sure I don't hear their screams, and then I'll go
Okay.
down the ladder.
Perfect. As you,
Yeah,
So
as
do we want to
Horatius
check
is
out
going
those
down,
screams or through the
I want
floor?
to shake the ladder
Okay.
as Horatius is climbing down. Ruin his day.
Are you yelling, "Oh God, no! Oh God, no!" Teeth and the fangs.
Okay. Now that you're down here and it's a bit clearer to make out, you think you might be able to make out what is being heard It's hard to tell exactly what this noise is saying, but it is in the animal tongue.
Bless you, animal.
Thank you. But it's still a bit like now you can. It's gone from a noise to okay, it's something speaking to you, but it still doesn't mean you can hear what it's saying.
I could just tell it's an animal talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Making a howl or a large noise. It's like every time the noise repeats, it's the same or very similar in tone and sound each time. So it's something that's repeating.
Just a
What
sad.
does it say?
Can I tell what it says yet or no?
If you want to try and tell what it says from here, you could make a difficult perception test.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
Okay, difficulty 6. You're not that close, and it's echoing a lot.
Maybe get closer?
Yeah, stealth on ahead.
It's too hard to hear right now. There's a lot going on. Can we tell
Well,
what
then let's go
direction
see.
down the hallway?
Straight ahead, because there's straight ahead and to the right. The door to the right's just closed. The one to the library. The one ahead is not labeled. It is ajar. It is clearly where the noise is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
The door that's ajar. We don't have anything like a 10-foot pole. I just want to kind of poke it open without actually being there.
You do not have a 10-foot pole.
Ugh, come on.
I've got a 4-foot sword if you want.
Grab sword.
We got an
Say,
8-foot
no.
shark.
Actually, that's right. You are our door opener. Gesture shark at
Oh,
door.
okay.
You
I
want
want
a
to
danger
open the
sense it?
door, but I would like to be on the side of the door that's not facing the opening. Just open it.
Okay,
To
it
the
opens away
fire.
from you.
Yeah, and I'm hiding between the door and the wall. It opens into the room?
It opens
Yeah.
into the room ahead of you. It does not open back towards you.
Yeah, I just kick it. So it swings. I don't push.
Okay, perfect. You find yourself, as you see ahead of you, more cubicles. You don't see any ghosts right now, which is good. But it's office space once again, and you know how dangerous office space can be.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the fax machine?
Is the sound any clearer?
Yes, it is. You can hear the noise is howling. It's alternating between two words. One is literally just howling the word no. The other is come back.
It's a monster with separation anxiety.
It lost its mother.
It has pooped in everyone's shoes.
It sounds like some sort of lupine creature, maybe, if it's a howl. Saying no and then come back, but like, no, come back, no, like that over and over. So
Make a fine character actor.
thank you. I don't know what that is.
It's neither did anyone else that watched them. It's fine.
We just
do we
Well, I don't
investigate?
really like office spaces much.
We start
I mean,
knocking down cubicles
I
as we
will
go?
mention that there is a room full of books back there. That's what that sign was. It means there's a room full of books. However, I will explain that within the confines of those rooms, you must be quiet, or a shrill old ghost will come out and shush you. I say this because there's a librarian in our group, and I think it's funny.
mean, it's where you get all the copies done. That's what they're for, right? It's for the copy machines.
Some of them have 3D printers. They're pretty cool.
Ooh.
Gotta get a library card.
What do you do?
Wait,
Yeah,
so how does that work? There's 3D printers at the library, but most things take like 40 hours to print.
You book time.
I just booked for like 2 days.
Yeah. You know how downloads used to take like all day? 3D printing's going to be
I was
like
born in
that.
97, Indigo. I haven't had to live that life.
I'm not that much. I'm like 2 years older than you, and I remember spending all day on a download. Also, I had
remember
horrible internet growing up, but that's neither here nor there.
That's fair.
Back in my day. Oh, sorry.
But anyway, 3D printers are going to do the same thing, where it's like
Tempted to
now
go poke the
they take like
library.
40 hours, but they're just going to get faster.
I'd like to see if we could perhaps help this creature or put it out of its misery, or if it tries to kill us, then we can run into the quiet room because it's very loud and the ghost woman will come and save us.
You say it's full of paper? I say as my hand is on fire.
Right, maybe you guard the door.
Well, are we going to see if we can help
Yeah,
the
go.
creature or okay. I'll just like slowly
Right
like make my
behind you.
way toward.
I'll wait here for screaming.
Yeah. I'm considering the best way to attach razor wire to a harpoon.
Yeah, so
I think
I'm
with
gonna
that
go.
particular razor wire, the answer
change
is
the
always
string.
haphazardly.
You change the string the harpoon shoots out with, replace that with razor wire, so whenever it sticks, you now have a string of razor wire between it.
Yeah, but then he can't pull it in. Is the
No,
problem.
you cannot pull it in. Not at all.
No, that would not work. Or that would backfire. Okay.
If you pull it in, but if you use it as a tripwire,
But yeah, I'm right
Mm.
behind you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm following from a safe distance
You are making some sneak.
with a harpoon
Attempts.
gun.
I don't think we are sneaking.
I
are
don't
we?
know.
Oh, okay. Just proceeding
will.
cautiously.
Yeah.
I will let you know if a roll is needed for sneaking.
Fair
But
enough.
as you carefully, cautiously wander through the office space, it seems to be quite empty here. You can tell that a lot of the stuff here, as you look through, that might have been salvageable, has been salvaged. The noise continues to get louder as you make your way across the floor. And
Does it look like the same office space that we were in before? Like, did we manage to just get
It is
there through a different building?
not the same office space. It's a different
They
layout
have
of now
mob
that you see it.
cubicles
Yeah,
instead of
it's
blue.
a different layout of cubicles. There's no like secret entrance door, like don't cross this barrier thing here. That also doesn't exist.
There's a hang in there poster.
Yes.
More than one Garfield sticker.
Burn it all.
You do follow the noise towards a stairwell on the opposite side of the room. In the stairwell, the door is completely open. Looking up, you see a bunch of levels going up. A couple going up, actually, not a bunch, like 2 or 3. Enough floors that would fit inside the parts of this like ceiling before it got to the place you were at before. But there's no doors there. They just seem to be gone. And the stairwell goes down 1 level below where you are now. Going down it and going down to the next level, you see another floor of office space. However, this entire area looks very damaged, is what I would call it. You see that cubicles have been like knocked over. There are rips and tears and wounds and things, some of which looks like parts of it have been shot by ballistic weapons, things like that. It looks like some kind of battle or other carnage has gone on here. You can't see most of the room because even though they're knocked over, several of the cubicles are still in the way. But the repeating noise is louder still, and you can all quite tell that it is heavily modulated. Clearly, some kind of robotic source or speaker or something.
Time to call out to it.
Okay. The noise repeats as if it didn't hear you.
I just want to approach without caution now that I'm curious.
I'm going Admiral Akbar on this one. It's like, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
As you approach Finley, because I don't even have to ask whether or not you ignore that, you
Yeah,
see.
it's something about a god complex when bullets bounce off of you.
That will inevitably lead to your demise. Yes.
Yeah, walking into the room and walking around this aisle of like destroyed cubicles, you just need to get to the corner when you can see into the center of the room.
Is it one of those
Most-
early 2000s robot dog speakers?
Oh, those
Not
things.
quite. So now that you can see into the rest of them, you can see that the majority of the cubicles that were supposed to be like sort of a grid of which were supposed to be in this room have many of them have been destroyed and knocked over, especially leading towards the center. It's the closer you get to the center, the more flat it is, which is why you can now clearly see into the center, near which is a creature with 2 front legs and 1 hind leg in the center of it. It is clearly robotic, but it's more just like 3 legs on top of a large motor-like device. It is larger than you, and it is in the middle of it making its noise. It is the closest thing it can be in posturing similar to a wolf's howl, where the single rear leg is retracted and the 2 forelegs are expanded as much as they can, and it's the front of its motor-like body is facing diagonally upwards.
I would like to sense danger.
Now.
Okay.
Do you have to roll? Like, really?
I'm trying to think of what this would be like for sensing the danger. What do you do to sense danger? It's just vibe checking this thing to see if it's hostile?
Vibe check the robot. Yeah, you got it. Does it seem hostile?
Is this like it is like looking for its mom thing, or is it like it's trying to lure people here thing?
Okay. Difficulty will be 4.
Okay,
Really hard to get a vibe off of an edge.
I did it.
Very nice.
Oh, vibe
Um,
has been checked.
this, as you look, this creature, and as you look closely, do you have a source of light with you? I assume so.
I've been like soccer balling the glow globe if
Okay,
needed.
perfect. The creature doesn't even seem to really notice you. If it is able to perceive you, it doesn't care, to the point where it might as well not be able to perceive you. That's good. It does look... It is hard to tell exactly how dangerous this creature is. The answer is possibly very. But it doesn't have obvious weaponry or anything on it. But it is large enough and looks like it has the potential to be quite dangerous. Next to it on the floor is the body of a man. You see that on the ground, that man is clearly dead. It's not clear, obviously.
Is it holding it, or is it just like around?
It is on the ground. Oh, the body is the body holding the creature?
The creature holding the body.
No, the body's on the ground.
Okay.
Um,
So would
you
anyone
can-
object to me getting a harpoon and harpooning the body and
You can also
Yes.
see
Yes, we object.
that you can't make it out from this far away, but there is something on the ground next to the body.
I
Can-
vote that the group gets a new puppy.
Yeah, can we? So we can't tell what the object is, but can we see the object?
It looks like some kind of writing or drawing or something.
I would like to use
Who
my
has Mage
magic.
Hand? Who has
I have Mage Hand now.
You have Mage Hand?
Yeah,
Yeah, get the picture.
I'd like to hedge magic, float that thing, and see if the dog reacts, and if it doesn't,
You want to
float
float
it
the
toward
body?
us. No, the writing. The
Oh no,
object that has
the
writing
writing.
on
Sorry, the ground has been written on.
Oh.
So we'd have to get closer to actually
We
read
need a
it.
perception check. That's what we need.
Yeah.
So I would like to
I just-
pick up the wizard for a better
The
vantage
creature-
point.
The creature
Is he-
continues to howl.
Would it be feasible for me to stealthily fly up so I can see what that writing is?
Ooh.
Flying indoors with the wings you have is very difficult. The ceiling here is not that high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, could
So-
Finley like Simba me?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just get a
cheerleader
good
raise
vantage point.
the wizard.
No, I was thinking like you just pick me up like under my arms like a baby, so like this trying to see.
I think the cheerleader raise is funnier, so we're gonna go for the cheerleader raise.
Yeah, but that
as we-
requires me to be more coordinated.
as you investigate.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna try and balance on Finley's hand while I read.
All right.
Shoulders? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You. Yeah, you can make a perception check with assistance from Finley.
Cool.
The best way to assist in a perception
That's
check.
technically an assist. Yeah.
Without getting close, this will also be difficulty 4 as a base.
Ooh. Okay. I'm trained in perception, so that makes it 3. Finley's helping me, so that makes it 2. And
Who's pretty good, so.
is this an intellect thing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because this is what determines if we get a puppy or not. I will spend
Does,
effort.
does, I feel like
I
there's
don't
a
know
lot
if
more
this is a
rules that
puppy
need to
yet,
happen.
but also
So difficulty 1.
Okay.
I did it.
All right. So the wording on the ground looks like it was luckily not carved in blood, but it looks like it was painstakingly scratched with a knife or other similar tool into the ground in large enough letters that you
Fingernails.
can read from here. Probably something like that, yeah. And it says, many bones shift, crack, break, reform into new puzzles.
That
Great,
was
so you got
surprisingly
dead
not
bone.
helpful.
That's incredibly unhelpful.
Many bones shift, crack, break, reform into new puzzles. What does that mean?
Meditate on it. When you figure it out, you're enlightened.
Ah,
I'm
this is what this
not
was
willing
the.
to give my bones to that dog.
Do we want the
Just
body? Is now the time for the body?
I don't think
I'm-
the body counts as a small object.
I can harpoon it.
No.
I'm pretty sure
we're
the
not
dog will
corpse
object
fishing.
to you harpooning its old master, who it is mourning.
We
Why
don't
don't
know that.
What are you talking, motherfuckers? Get up there and see what you can do. We'll be back here if it goes horrible.
Yeah, I don't have talk skills.
I don't have
only
talk skills either.
We
I
can
only have-
understand the dog unless it can, but it can't understand us.
It might be. Excuse me. Hello.
I would like to call out to the
Hands
dog.
forward, the here, doggy, doggy.
Or attempt a whistle.
Okay. At your persistent attempt to communicate with
Horrible
it, the creature, the
creature.
automaton, whirls on you rapidly and howls again, much more hostilely. You understand one word, and it is leave.
All right.
10-4, good buddy. He said leave.
All right.
Back it
Turn
up.
around.
Yeah.
Back away slowly.
Okay, it immediately returns to its previous pattern of howling.
Yep. Sorry
acting
for your
Next
loss.
time
once
we
again
have
as
to
if you aren't there.
We should offer them to it.
Do we
Poor
know what
fella
it
needs a
is?
therapist.
While we're here, do we know what this is?
Do you want to
Can I
like
look?
take notes on it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
check
Yeah,
get
the
points for
Numenera guide.
discovery.
Let's
so-
check the book. Consult the sacred texts.
Consult the sacred texts. Okay, perfect. The difficulty on this will be 7, but you have an extra advantage on it
Why?
because the book is extra likely to have something on this.
Okay, so 7 down to 5? And then can I also use my other Numenera book or no?
Your assets are maxed.
Okay. Would anyone else like to help?
That it counts as an
Can't.
asset.
That's an asset.
Oh, damn it. Well,
It's all in your brain.
I technically have a skill at understanding Numenera, but I have an inability of knowledge. So that balances out. I will spend more brain power to make it 4. I would like. Oh,
To rage? Oh.
I would like to rage.
I did see the first 3 episodes of that TV show, and I don't understand why it's adult animated and not just TV 14, but that's...
Of the Legends of Vox Machina.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta see
It-
episode 3. I got episode 1.
I feel
and
like
2
it should
early.
have been TV 14.
The animation style indicates that, yes.
Mhm. I think that was the point. Was it looks like some of the older cartoons that like
Yeah,
would
but
be
then
TV
there's
14, but
testicles
it's
in it.
adult. Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
if the
I
book
can't
has any
do it.
information on this, you can't match it to this creature.
That's unfortunate. Okay, sorry for your loss. Goodbye.
It continues to howl.
Right?
Just
Down the stairs?
should well, there's the library, but should we maybe grab like a spider and like give that thing a meal?
I don't think anything could eat those spiders.
I don't know.
Does it have a
We can
mouth?
wait until we get something less.
The creature in front of you does not have a discernible mouth.
It has no mouth, yet it must scream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's head to this
Mechanized Silent Hill.
let's head to this library.
Library?
Library.
Library? Yeah.
No, it's a library. Can't you read?
A library. Is that a thing you consume to lie?
Libraries.
Good to see the rage seething.
We're gonna walk in here. Marissa's gonna be like, "Is this the Dewey Decimal System?"
That's so outdated.
I want to
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about life.
But people aren't-
cookbooks. We'll find the
Yeah.
dog
Correct
bones
me
there.
if I'm wrong, but aren't libraries trying to phase away from Dewey Decimal and into a different system currently?
No.
No?
Uh,
I know there's
On
alternative
the
systems.
very, very back end, there is a moving from one system to another, moving from Mark to RDA, but I don't think that is going to mean anything to anyone here.
I just mean the future library may not be using Dewey Decimal.
Let's go find out.
I don't. Yeah. Let's check out this library.
Okay, perfect. We hear a low. Actually, I guess my first question is: you've arrived at the library door.
Hey.
I'm not
Kick it open.
going in.
I like to kick open the door.
Perfect. Yep. You kick open the door, and
The door is broken, right? I want to clarify. Broken door.
you break open the door, not just
Yeah.
kick it open. Perfect.
Yeah. That's why you can't kick open a door and not break it.
He breaks the door and I fix the door. It's broken.
No, you don't fix it
Mending.
because that costs you an
Don't fix
intellect
it.
point.
It does not because I have edge and intellect, so it doesn't.
Excellent.
I got a little edge.
Free magic. Okay, never mind.
Magic.
Okay. You kick open the door, and the first thing you all see is a cloud of dust just kick up into the air in front of all of you, as it's obvious this place is very dusty.
It's like a law library. What kind of
Ending.
library would have an office center have?
One that is in the like nth dimension or wherever these holes come from.
No, I just mean like most businesses that are like office blocks I see don't have libraries unless it's like a legal office and then it's just case files.
Right. I think this room is separate from where it's supposed to be.
How much light does the glow globe give
Corporate
off?
libraries are a
Is
thing.
it like
very
20
much.
feet or so? Does it say? I assume it does say.
Oh, the glow globe?
Yeah.
It doesn't say here. Hang on, I'll find it.
Okay. Because it's also pitch dark in here with no windows. It's a very, very friendly library.
Yeah.
Real inviting. This does track for a corporate library, though, having no windows, like the worst room.
Illumination is on PDF page 116.
Glow globe. This device illuminates everything in short range with soft light. It can hover
There
in
you go.
place on its own, or it can
Okay.
be attached to something.
Perfect. You can't see much beyond a single empty room ahead of you, and probably the first part of being illuminated, what looks like a large, wide desk of some kind, like a service desk. But
I
it's the glow globe doesn't even illuminate all of that without stepping.
Is there a bell?
Probably yes.
Let's ring the bell.
I ring it with magic.
The bell like tings, the ting echoes, and then the echo like seems to be swallowed up by the dust and shelves of the library, though you cannot see any shelves from where you are.
I guess no one's home.
Do we want to walk behind the glow globe? I can use my magic to float it in front of us.
I can also just
Yeah.
kick it. It floats on its own.
Yeah, it hovers.
I know, but like have some distance between us.
Yeah,
and...
yeah. That's what the kick's for.
Okay.
Your magic has been replaced by shark.
Until I know there is not a lot of paper in there, I am not entering the crazy, dusty, this will
Oh
explode.
yeah. The fire trap
Don't
room.
bring the match into the silo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, dusty, no windows. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a powder keg, and we have
Well,
someone
you know,
made
watch
of
the
fire.
hallway and see if I can think of something for the dog.
Okay. So you kick the glow globe further inside. You can see as it hovers for a bit before it slowly comes to a stop under mysterious frictional forces.
Oh yeah, how does friction work if it floats?
Science.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't keep floating forever because that would be. It does keep floating. It doesn't keep going forever. You can see a rectangular, all-encompassing sort of service desk that's a full outline type of service desk. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a full like circle, rectangle, where staff would stand on the inside to help people. And beyond that, you can see just the hint of what look like bookshelves up ahead. The service desk itself looks untouched. You can see what you would recognize as old, definitely unpowered now, data pads and computers, resources. It looks like one day everyone, like, it doesn't look like it's been affected by anything that's happened so far. It's just that one day no one showed up, and then it's been the same. And yeah, you can see the hint of some bookshelves beyond, but the glow globe, even with the kick, doesn't fully illuminate them from where you are.
All right. Do you want to investigate the room? Just like
Yeah,
wander
check
around the library for a bit.
Yeah, I'll be scanning book titles and stuff since likely I'm the only one that speaks the language.
Yes.
I would like to salvage some stuff. I don't know what I'll find, but I want to start ripping through shit and finding things I can salvage.
In the desk or in the aisles?
Oh, just in the library in general. Just like wander around and pick up things.
Okay.
Who would like help? Because I can help with my perception skill.
Let's see.
I'll spend some time scratching at the floor to try and make a weak spot if we decide to go through said floor.
Just like marking an X. So you're staying by the door. And
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not entering that room.
Okay. And Horatius, you're asking who to accompany, I think you said?
Yeah, like who would like help with their?
Help with the salvage. I can spend an elect to get mine down if it's real
Okay.
nasty.
I stay with the shark
Yeah,
to,
we're just
to
gonna start
fix anything he breaks.
Okay.
punching through shelves and
Yeah.
opening boxes and
So you-
whatever I need to.
Well, yeah, up ahead you see
I heard
four.
this secret door thing.
You see three bookshelves making 4 aisles. They all go up to the roof. And then yeah,
20
you.
feet.
Yes.
Who built this?
There are you see the occasional like wheeling ladder to climb up and get to the tall shelves. But each of the aisles are fairly cramped. It is uncomfortable to shimmy past one of these ladders for someone of your size.
Are these the like bookshelves that also have like the crank on the end, so you can crank and like get a different shelf?
I don't think so. If there's a ladder that slides in
Yeah,
between them,
there is not,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. I
but
assume you
otherwise that
both.
would be a good one.
Yes. I assume you both go into different aisles. Like Horatius and Finley are together, and then
It's
Zen,
really
you
hard
go
to
into
scan
another
the
aisle.
titles while, the shark is smashing through the shelves.
That's true. Also,
Hmm.
I guess you guys have separate glow globes.
I got a torch.
I have another one, so
Okay.
yeah.
You have a torch.
I think this is a no fireplace.
Okay. Cool. Can each of you let's give I guess yes. Killian, what are you attempting to do? What are you looking for? Because you said you're reading through the books, right?
Yeah, I'm just looking through the titles just to see if anything catches our interest,
Okay. Yeah.
It's pertinent in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, obviously I don't need, law books or anything like that, but
How to fix Microsoft Word 2020.
yeah, right.
There is
Dummy's Guide to XP. No, don't need that.
Yeah.
It's good for fire kindling.
Mm-hmm. Is there like an examination skill? Hold on, what do we got for skills?
Perception.
Perception,
perception.
I guess. would
Whatever
work
word
for-
you can think of.
This is like mentally noticing something. So that's why it's more like investigation. But I think perception would still work.
Okay.
Let's go with yeah. This will be difficulty 6.
Okay. Down to 5 with that. I could bring it down to 3 with my intellect. Let's do that.
No matter what the roll is, I'll describe it after we also have Indigo's roll, by the way.
Success.
Hey.
Okay. And then Indigo, you're scavenging around the place, so why don't you give me a scavenging roll? This will be difficulty 4. There's some scavengeable stuff. The first bit you see is just by the service desk itself. You might be able to find some.
Down
I'm
to
helping.
3 with my buddy.
Well,
Down to
2.
2 with
'Cause
my
I'm-
skill.
I'm helping with perception.
Oh, so down to 1. Loot.
Ooh!
20.
Okay. Well, it was going to be some ciphers, but with a 20, you find an artifact. Please
Ooh.
It's just straight XP.
roll 1d190.
I like how you merge the two lists together, but it's still like not 200.
Oh no, because some of them were weird, and they weren't removed. Some of them were just like it's a different.
It's this, but better.
Well, not all the tables are 100. One of the tables is
Yeah.
40, one of the tables is 50, and one of the tables is 100. So that makes 190.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a D40 sitting around.
Mm-hmm. 115. Can you also please roll a 1d100? I have a separate table for artifact quirks. Okay. Um, huh. Let's see what this is. Okay. These are not ciphers? Yes, that's correct. Okay. And let's get the quirk, and then I will tell you what it is.
The cool, apparently.
Once we know its level, we do straight up get XP for it.
Yes,
Dang.
discovering an artifact gets you XP. You rolled so well, you just discovered XP.
Good. Take that, reading.
Yep.
Take that, stupid library.
No, library.
So I'll double check with
Libraries.
artifacts, but I don't think you automatically know what they do. When you
It's a
acquire
gun?
them. It's not a gun. In fact, I'll describe it now. You find what looks like some kind of extra long tent pole of sorts, where it's a bunch of like metal poles that are connected that are collapsed, but at the end of one of
Collapsible
them
10-foot pole.
is some kind of complex antenna array, and next to it is some kind of controller device, like a device that pretty obviously looks like it is a controller for the antenna array when it's set up.
So, what is the exact difference between an artifact and a cipher?
Artifacts don't have a limit. Basically,
Okay.
there is you roll like a D10 or a D20 or something similar, and on a 1 depletes. They also
Okay.
they also tend to have other things like associated with them. And I will GM whisper myself for what was just found so I don't forget.
I think it has a level too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please roll a d6.
Because looking at the cheat sheet, that will also be our difficulty to identify it.
Ooh.
Hey,
Perfect.
that's not bad.
Unfortunately, that does mean, I think, no XP because it was the level of the thing rounded down.
Well,
Rounded.
for artifact XP, it says party splits XP equals level minimum 1, so we all at least
Minimum
get 1
1.
XP.
Okay, so it's 2 XP then?
Okay, so minimum 1. So we all get 1 XP.
Yeah,
No,
I think
because if BCs discover a level 5 artifact, they each get 1 XP. So
Okay, then yes. It's
minimum 1 XP.
Yep.
yeah. So like if we found a level 8 artifact, we would each get 2 XP.
Okay.
But 2 means we can actually decipher it, which is
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Show it to my wizard.
You want to identify it?
Oh,
Got
yeah,
a thing, wizard.
I can do that. I got the sacred texts as I hold up both the books.
Yep. Let me double check. I think I
Raise
have
hands.
a thing here for artifacts. Identifying an artifact is an intellect task with difficulty equal to the level, so it's difficulty 2 to identify.
Yay.
I'd like to assist. Because I don't think the Scout's
with your
Guide
book,
to
does that just make
this
it free?
area.
With my book, it would make it free because the book would take it down as an asset, and with the shark asset would make it free.
Okay. So this is something called an empty field generator.
An empty field generator?
Empty field generator. When it takes 2 rounds to assemble this antenna array and set it up, then 1 action to activate it. Like all artifacts, the first time you activate it, there might be a test for the first use. Now that you've identified it, it's the first time you use it, it still will acquire an intellect test equal to level. Because the remote will involve not just pressing a button, but also setting a bunch of dials, making sure it's correct. But when you activate it, I'm just going to read the word for word. All creatures, structures, and other artificial alterations in the landscape are visually smeared out in a radius equal to a very long distance for about 1 hour. From those outside of that area, nothing is visible except bare ground and innocuous brush, as if it was an empty field.
Oh my god, it's literally an empty field generator.
Yep.
I mean,
Um,
it's ambush.
From within the field, creatures can see what's around them normally, though all illumination drops by 1 category, so everything is darker. This holographic illusion's level is equal to the artifact's level. So
the things
conjure
like if you set it up
illusory
in the
field to
library,
surround
there
you and...
still would be there.
Sorry?
Yes, because it's
So if you set it up like in the middle of the bookshelves would still be there. It's
It
just
is an
no one else
illusion.
will be able to see them.
yeah.
Yes.
So if you set it up in the middle of town, it looks like the town's not there.
But
Yes, basically.
it'll just look like dirt ground.
Like dirt, ground, and grass in the middle of a town that's on the top of a skyscraper, yes.
Can we set it to actually look like, empty building?
I
That would
think
be
the
some
intent
time.
sounds like it would just take away anything that isn't natural to the environment, right? So it depends on what you want to rule on whether the building is natural to the environment.
You know what? That's fair. It just says bare ground and innocuous brush. It will do things like remove walls, even. It will be as if no buildings are there, or nothing. Maybe the floor will be there, but if there's a wall
So yeah,
there,
so
it'll
if we
make
set
look
it
like the
up
wall isn't
in
there.
scrap, you just get like piles of trash and an empty floor. You don't get any of the buildings, any of the people.
Yeah, could this be an empty floor
that's fair.
generator?
That's probably what it would look like, yeah, if you set it up inside.
Okay.
Here.
I think this is more useful for scrap than it is for us, honestly.
I like the idea of scrap, but we'll see when we come back, and it
Yeah.
would be useful for ambushes.
And
We
it
could
totally
also
depends
use
on
it-
how much they want to pay us for it.
Yeah, we could also use it to camp. Like we could set it up when we camp, so then
That's a
That's
good
true.
point to cover for
Oh,
a
it has a
camp.
1 D20 for depletion.
yeah, so we just lose it on a 1.
Yep.
Is that something we could reroll with XP as well?
I do not know.
I don't see why not.
I think if you XP can be used, I think, to reroll anything. It's just
Okay.
effort that is only certain things. So yes.
And do we get the XP for finding that now?
Yes.
Ooh.
But that's what you find in the service desk, and you keep going through the rest of the library looking. Zen, as you are peering through the library contents, you realize as you're going through here, you're looking through books. Most of them are, most of the books are very metaphorically dry. They're it does look like you're in what was once a corporate library, not necessarily a legal one or just a legal one, but also just like there's lots of business books and stuff like that. What's up?
Even though I would automatically succeed at identifying it, should I still roll a d20 in case of a 1 or a 20?
For what?
I think
For
it's an
identifying the
auto-success.
artifact.
Oh, for
No,
identifying it.
you
No, you don't
got it down to
roll.
0.
If you get
Oh,
it
you
down to
just
0,
don't
you don't
roll.
roll.
Okay, got it.
Corporate library.
Okay.
With 20-foot tall stacks.
They needed a lot of knowledge.
Yes.
Listen, it's always an argument for space in the libraries. They try to cram you into the smallest room possible, so they figured they'd do the stack stall.
Yep. But you, as you're looking through the books, looking for stuff, you realize 2 things in pretty quick order. One, the entire you saw there were some other architectural related books near the beginning. You started in the A's, and it looks like it's supposed to be by subject and alphabetical subject.
I saw
Okay.
that. The pain.
But when you get to C, it took you a second.
Alphabetical
Like,
by subject.
oh yeah. Oh, don't worry, it'll get worse.
Just don't worry. Crazy people built the library. It's fine. It's
Well, that's just it. You realize when you pass the C's that civil engineering and several other subjects that you think back on that you should have passed are just gone completely. Not empty spaces, just they're not there. And then you get to the next shelf and you pick up a book and you realize that you're back at, or the shelf is back to the A section. You're picking up more architectural books, and things like that.
God, it's a non-Euclidean library.
Oh my god.
And things are very confusing. And then you come to a corner in the library aisle, and you look down it, and it's a straight forward aisle. Not a grid.
Okay.
And
Right, so
Finley and Horatius, as you're going through the aisle yourself, you also keep going, and you're going in the aisle right next to Killian, but you find that your aisle comes to a T intersection. Again, of just like straight aisles of books.
this is floor to ceiling.
This is floor to ceiling.
So just for me to understand, we went like, here's our aisle, here's Killian's aisle, and then it just goes forever? Like that?
You haven't found an end to it. His turned right, and yours got to a T intersection, but neither of you see yours. The others.
Okay, well, I have tracking, so I could possibly retrace my steps, but I don't know if that works in the nth dimension.
As you haven't seen anyone else once they've like gone into the aisles.
How long has it been?
A few minutes, not too long.
Okay, then I'll probably wait for a little while as I let them have their fun and I continue deciding, how best can I knock through here? After it's been about half an hour, I'll yell in and see if any of them can hear me.
Well, I probably, as soon as we realize like this, if we go back, if we turn around, do we still see the front desk?
I think we turn around and cut to break.
You turn around, and you just see another bookshelf blocking your way in as we cut to break. Yep. And we'll be back in a few minutes now that they've entered the book maze.
Book maze. This isn't that bad.
Oh yeah, no. You think that's the worst? The library is doesn't follow the laws of physics. It definitely doesn't have to follow the laws of like library
Is this a Terry
organization.
Pratchett library where all libraries are connected by the weight of words?
We'll find out.
No, we're just
We'll
going to
find
get to
out.
the center of